Welcome back. In the previous part, we found out that Gina's got a new doggy. It's called Toby. Oh, alright then. Toby the dog. Where did you find that little mutt then, Gina? Oi! Don't be so flaming rude, Odo. Slight overreaction, don't you think? He ain't no mutt, alright. Toby's... how did they put it? Pure breed. Look at him! Oh yeah, bona fide detective. Sorry? He's the police dog. I've given him a proper title and everything. It's Chief Inspector Toby to you. More senior than Inspector Gregson, is he? Oh, he's a police dog, is he? The police recruit dogs now. I've heard that they're already being used officially in Germany as part of the city policing. They're used for chasing criminals and such like. They have a wonderful sense of smell, after all. I have a fairly good sense of smell myself, as it happens. I can tell undergarments that have been freshly laundered from undergarments that haven't. That's nothing compared to this little fella, Odo. Oh, really? According to what the boss said. Look at him! What's Toby here's got a good whiff of your drawers. He could chase that scent to the other side of the world. What? To the other side of the world? How do you know this? Have you tested it? You mean he can swim? Mr. Nelahodo, I think you may have missed the point by a rather wide margin. I just can't believe this little dog has such an incredible skill. I'm telling you, Odo, there's gonna be more and more dogs doing their bit for the police in future. Yes, I agree. Right, one of these days they'll be barking orders at us lot, not the other way around. Oh dear, sorry Gina. I don't think I agree with your vision quite that much. Well anyway, whatever you think about that, Toby here is Britain's finest, and first apparently, police dog. Found him down the East End the other day. Someone had just chucked him out on the street. There you go. I knew she'd lifted him from somewhere. Oh, Gina, you're such a kind-hearted soul, aren't you? To children and to animals. So, you investigate the scene. Gina. We're actually hoping that we could investigate the scene again. Yeah, alright. If it's around here, you can do what you like. Oh, that's alright, is it? Easy, doggy. I'm going playing with my new friend here. Ah, yes, Toby. The machine that exploded must be at the top of those stairs, I presume. I haven't actually seen it yet, so if you don't mind... Sorry, you can't go up there, Suze. Oh. It's like I told Odo yesterday, even though I ain't allowed near that wreck. What's it called again? The reason we ain't supposed to touch it... The Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act? Is that what you were thinking of? That's the one. That's why only them lot are allowed to investigate it. What are they called again? Forensic something? The Forensic Investigation Team. Is that what you were thinking of? That's the one, yeah. But isn't it the case that the special dispensation has been lifted? I think so. I don't really get it, to be truthful with you. You're still supposed to get permission from some bigwig or other, as far as I know. Yeah, I did. What was his name again? Lord Strange something? I'm not sure that's quite right, Gina. I think you mean Lord Strongheart, perhaps. That's the one, yeah! Apparently he's always watching the time or something. Actually, we've just recently been to see Lord Strongheart. Eh? You what? You met with him? Last time the boss was called to go and see him, he waited for 3 hours in the Co's office and came back snivelling. Tragic. Well, Lord Strongheart has given us permission to examine the scene as long as we touch nothing. Oh, yeah? Honestly. Alright then, go ahead. If it turns out you're lying, it'll be the boss who gets it. He'll never eat another chip again in his life. So, still saying all this above board, are you? I'm sure everything will be fine. That really would be tragic. Can't go without your chips. Alright then, them's the stairs. Off you pop. Oh, thank you, Gina. Right, today's trial anyway. It was great, weren't it? I had a right laugh. That was a new one on me, that. You know, being in court and not spending the whole time worrying I'm about to be found out. You did keep an awful lot of secrets in all your previous court appearances, didn't you? Yeah, no, those made things hard for me every single time and all. Just doing my job, Gina. Watching someone else get it in the neck is a lot of fun, actually. It was amazing when you showed that dodgy professor's dodgy experiment was a total fix. The dodgy professor, as you put it, Gina, is Mr. Naruhodo's client. Yes. Starting to wish he wasn't, though. It's the boss I feel sorry for. Sent off to do the impossible. Ooh, suddenly gone really cold in here. I wonder why. What do you mean? I mean that in the sense, I don't mean like something's happened. I mean like probably someone's opened a door somewhere. Like the wind has gone through, like the cold air is now creeping in. And now I'm feeling it, that kind of thing. He's supposed to rest the other cove, ain't he? And in time for tomorrow and all. You know, the dodgy engineer, what's his name again? Mr. Drebber, you mean? Enoch Drebber. That's the one, yeah. So the police are looking for the mysterious man with the black monocle. I guess they would be. It's putting too much on the boss if you ask me. He says it's giving him gut ain't. Oh dear. But I do wonder if that isn't actually from all the fried food. Yeah, it could be. The engineer's whereabouts. I thought it was going to be about the fried food, but okay. So Scotland Yard are trying to track down Mr. Enoch Drebber. Wonder if they've had any luck. He's really funny looking. Look, got two eyes what don't match. Saw a glimpse of a picture of him earlier. I mean, I didn't actually pinch it or nothing. The old devil's got it. Sorry, who? You know, that scowling reaper what's always glugging down glasses at blood-red plonk. Ah, Lord Van Zieks. He's always had it in for me, that cove. Don't know what he's always scowling about, mind. Well, he would have been a pretty good boss as it goes. She'd rather be the Reaper's apprentice than a detective's trainee. The way I see it, if the choice is between a chip-guzzling detective and a chalice-glugging demigod, you're equally badly off with both. I suppose you're right. Hadn't thought of it like that. Glad we put that one to bed. Anyway, point is, everyone at the yard's dead set on finding the fishy engineer. But there don't seem to be no clues to go on, so they're stuck. There's nothing that can lead us to Drebber at all. Well, hold on, I wanted to talk about this after this. Like, cause then the next one would have been Toby the dog, and we've just discussed Toby the dog's ability to, you know, follow smells across the world. There is a smear of machine oil on the reverse, which has apparently got a bit of a scent, but we can't smell it. There's dog smudge here. I think perhaps it's machine oil, yes, possibly. Yeah, can't obtain it. But more importantly, that it's more fragrant than the finest perfume. So excuse me a moment, then she tries to smell it. Yeah, we've already done that. We already know about the oil on the back. So, if we present this, could we get Toby to have a look at it? Or a smell of it? About this, Gina. Yeah, I'm still learning my letters at the moment. I only know A to E. So if it ain't too much bleeding trouble. Actually, Gina, it's the back of the card that's important. Eh? Oh, come. It's just a dirty old smudge on the back, that's all. It turns out that this is very high quality French machine oil. Has a very particular scent, apparently. It does say! Let's have a whiff, then. You sure? I don't smell nothing. No, we didn't mean that you should smell it. Oh, right. You mean Toby. Here, boy. There he is. His sense of smell is so good he can track people over the oceans, can't he? Professor Hairbrain informs us that this oil is unique to Mr. Drebber's workshop. And friends. Sniff, 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 sniff. Sniff, 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 sniff. I think he's picked up a scent. So you mean if he follows the scent of this oil, Toby could lead us to the Dodgy Co's workshop? That's right. That's exactly what we were hoping. Alright then, well, we'll give it a go. I'll just borrow that. Wait, when did you... Wants a pickpocket. If I can lead everyone to that Drebber's workshop, I'll be the boss's boss before next week. Oh yes, Gina. I'm sure you'll be promoted. Poor Gregson. Alright then, Odo. Leave it to me. Sorry? We're gonna get going after that dodgy engineer co right this minute. Oh, but hang on. Someone's supposed to be on guard duty here all the time. Afraid we can't help. We need to get on with our investigation as well, Gina. Oh, right. Oh well, never mind. It ain't gonna be me what gets it in the neck. It'll be the boss. Poor Gregson. Again. Ready, Toby? Got that all sent, have you? Go on then, boy. See you later. Woof. I do hope the scent of that oil leads them to that swindler's workshop. Yes, I hope so too. Ideally before the dog swims across the channel to France. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, just thinking like, yeah, there wouldn't have been the Channel Tunnel back then, would there? Strange. So strange that I can technically walk to France. Because of the tunnel. Anyway, let's move on up, which I assume I have to do this way. These stairs lead up to the experimentation stage. Let's go and see what we can find out. Because this is the bit we didn't have a play around with before. So 22nd, 23rd, time traveled. 23rd of October, the Great Exhibition Grounds Experimentation Stage. Oh my. So this is the machine that was used to deceive people into thinking instantaneous kinesis had taken place. Yes, that's right. Or rather, it was the machine. It's a little worse aware at the moment. What extraordinary lengths Professor Hairbrain went to in order to obtain the research grant. No, the professor was tricked as well. He didn't know anything about it. Yes, of course. It is amazing though, isn't it? The scale of the whole affair is so very British. You're right about that. You'd never see such a grand deception in Japan, that's for sure. Oh look, is that... There he is. Lord Van Zieks. So, I think we're more or less done here, aren't we? Shall we, Miss Susato? Already? He is the Reaper, remember? We'd do well to keep our distance, I think. It's a bit harsh, isn't it? But we have permission to be here. From the top. From the top? Oh my. Perfectly well allowed to investigate this machine, as long as we don't touch anything. From the top? Do you mean Lord Strongheart? Exactly. So we can stay here and stare at this wreckage for as long as we like. She could have been at the center of the explosion here, and it wouldn't have bent her steel will. She's like some kind of steel samurai. It's very weird. Right. This wasn't here yesterday, was it not? Really? But if I'm not mistaken, It's the cage in which the victim was standing before he was apparently beamed through the air. Oh yeah, because we could see the box before, couldn't we? That's right, the bird cage. According to what Professor Hairbrain said in court, it's made of wood. More precisely, Japanese cypress, I think. And despite having been in an explosion, and then falling from a great height, it's relatively unharmed. A wonderfully durable construction, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nelahoda? I'd understood that the forensic investigation team had taken it away yesterday to examine it. I suppose they must have brought it back here when they'd finished their work. But sadly, not with the body inside it. No, that's right. I know we were given strict instructions not to touch anything, but still. This is too important a piece of evidence to overlook. We might need it for the trial. So you took the entire bird cage, the way you said that? Alright. The wooden cage that was used for the Professor Hairbrain's experiment, the cage with the victim inside crashed down into the crystal tower. It's just the way he put that just implies he's taken the whole thing. So, alright. What a terrible explosion it must have been. Even the steel girders have buckled and twisted in the blast. What they called the bird cage was right in the middle of it all, just here. I mean, there's clearly a hinged door structure, so it's clearly been dropped. That's, you know, it's obviously like that opened up, dropped something down, then the explosion happened. So still going with the idea of body doubles and stuff. It's like, come on. But look, Mr. Naruto, you met a grill on the floor. Looks as though it's designed to open. Oh, well, it literally points it out, okay. Fair enough. It does, doesn't it? If the floor had opened at the precise moment the explosion occurred, the birdcage could have dropped through and disappeared from sight. Don't think there's any doubt that that was a very elaborate hoax. Is there? We're not investigating. Oh yeah, we can't investigate further. We can only look. Oh, isn't it exhilarating? All this different architecture from all corners of the world. It does make you feel a bit of an explorer, doesn't it? I know it's all subjective, but the onion-shaped roofs have rather caught my attention personally. It is very subjective, isn't it? Japanese buildings with their wooden and paper construction have excellent ventilation. And I've realized that British buildings being made from brick and stone are very strong and long-lasting, and good at insulating heat. Very good in the winter. Very good in the winter. In the summer, not so much. Oh dear God, it's like being in an oven, especially with, you know, the whole, like, climate change situation. Ugh! The more you know about how things are done in other countries, the more you understand your own, I feel. Yeah. Oh yes, I do agree with you there. But I can't help wondering what an onion does for the roof of a building. That's a good question. The onion shape, like what does it do? Why? Is there a purpose behind it, or is it just aesthetic? It's a good aesthetic, but is there another purpose behind it? I never thought about that before. If anybody knows, let me know. I mean, I suppose it's playing on my mind because I don't like the taste of onions. What? You really oughtn't let your taste in vegetables dictate your taste in roofs, Mr. Nelahoda. Yeah, there could be like a functional reason for that. Maybe it traps warm air in itself? Like maybe that's good and bad in many different ways? I don't know. I hear that a ride on the Ferris wheel is a favourite romantic outing among young London couples. I think the romance would be slightly spoilt by the abject terror personally, but then I'm not a Londoner. Are you a little scared of heights, Mr. Nerahoda? It's not that I'm scared, not at all. It's just that staying on the ground seems so much safer. Well, perhaps I shall have to ask Iris and Mr. Schlomes to accompany me on it then, in that case. When you put it like that, part of me does want to give it a try. Oh dear. It is complicated for you, isn't it? Alright, let's check up then. Can we check the balloons? Yeah! There's the 3 balloons. However much I look at them, I just can't come to terms with those Tamari handballs floating in the sky. You've been glaring at them constantly since we came up here. Sorry, the feelings of wanting to ride in one and wanting never to set foot in one are fighting it out inside me. If you don't look where you're walking, you might fall from the stage. I don't think I noticed. That's how fiercely the battle inside me is raging. Fair enough. I think you should make peace with riding in one, Mr. Naruhodo. It really would be much safer that way. Can we check the other ones? Nope, they're all the same one. Okay. Look at the horn-shaped transmitting device. Isn't it amazing? That's exactly what I thought when I first saw it. Makes you think, doesn't it? If only it had just been born a normal horn, none of this would have happened. That's almost exactly what I thought as well. But I can predict what you're going to say next in that case. You're about to say, nothing ever goes to plan, aren't you? Oh no, I would never say something like that. Alright then. So, not really learned anything new, have we? Oh, well, other than, you know, the gorilla here, but we kind of figured that out already, didn't we? Here we go. Ugh. Least approachable man in the world, winner 10 years in a row. Be strong, Mr. Naruhodo. Your country and your assistant stand firm behind you. Lord Van Zieks. What? Well, beautiful weather we're having, isn't it? God, he's really climated? Acclimated is what I wanted to go with. Acclimated to London, hasn't he? And Britain in general. Goes to the weather first off. Unless, because that's a very traditional British thing. Like, we instantly go towards talking about the weather. Because the weather is so dynamic here, it is an interesting topic. Like, the weather can change from minute to minute. That's not a joke. It can change minute to minute. You have to really, really look at weather forecasts in detail, minute by minute. Like, we get weather maps that just show the rain. Maybe like, oh, look, rain's coming this way, and then it'll be gone 3 minutes later. I accidentally pressed that. I'll be fine. But I haven't finished my point. So, because the weather is so dynamic here, it's an interesting topic. It's interesting. We discuss it. It's a good opener for just a quick little bit of conversation. Like, oh, strange weather we're having, isn't it? Like, oh yeah, we had a bit of snow earlier. I know, in July. Like that kind of thing. That does happen as well. But is that also a thing of Japan? Because I know their weather's a bit dynamic as well. Because again, that similarity between Britain and Japan. They're an island nation as well. Their weather's most likely to be very dynamic as well. Maybe the weather is a talking point there as well. Someone let me know. So it could be. But did we miss any dialogue? No. Beautiful weather we're having, isn't it? And then loads of dots. Very well. I thought I was making it quite clear that I didn't want to be disturbed. Apparently you Noppanese now, are unequipped to read the signs. Oh, I read them. So, what are you doing here? Entry to this area is prohibited. Ah, well, the thing is, Lord Chief Justice Strongheart granted us permission to investigate, on the condition that we didn't disturb anything. And yet you've managed to disturb me. Ah. Never mind. State your business then. Come to think of it, there are quite a few things I'd like to ask Lord Van Zieks about. Not least of which is that awful case, even though it's nothing to do with this. Ask away, Mr. Naruhodo. You won't know unless you try. Alright, your brother Clint. So, Clint was the name of your older brother, I understand, Lord Van Zieks. You Nipponese, I always have to be on guard whenever you're around. So, you've been investigating me, have you? Oh, no, it's not like that. Well, alright, it is a bit like that. My older brother was also a prosecutor. He was the pride of the Van Zieks family. But tragically, a vicious killer took him from us. The professor, you mean? Is something funny? That's the extent of what you've discovered, is it? I shouldn't be surprised. Sorry? There's more to it then? Lackluster work is very much your trademark, isn't it? Ugh, you're too kind. Are you going to tar old Nipponese with the same brush next? So tell me, what's your interest in that historical incident? As it happens, Lord Van Zieks, there's a rather curious case that's come to our attention. Question mark. Are you aware you just said question mark? And are you aware of Madame Tuspel's Museum of Waxwork by any chance? I am, naturally. I believe that since last month I feature in one of the displays there, for public scorn. Of course, the infamous Reaper of the Bailey would have to be exhibited, wouldn't he? Well, a particular waxwork has been stolen from the place and held for ransom. A particular waxwork? Which... Wait... You mean... Yes, it's the Professor. Mr. Shlomes is investigating the case as we speak. I wasn't aware of that. He's turned as white as a sheet. I expected more from that. Okay, Enoch Drebber. Are the police trying to locate the engineer, Mr. Drebber, already? Surely that goes without saying. We're very keen to see him found as well. Trouble is, we don't have much to go on aside from the description of the man we heard in court earlier. Which, according to Professor Hairbrain, was of a tall, thin gentleman who has straight, white hair and wears a black monocle. So, I was just wondering, I realise it's probably not possible, but, we very much appreciate any more clues you can give us. Wow. Sisto-san really knows how to take the bull by the horns. Fine. Why not? I have a photograph of the man here from an investigation 10 years ago. What we got? Ooh. Alright. Goldstown? Just looking at the signs behind him. That appears he already... though it appears he already had that black monocle at the time. It's got that plus symbol on him. Seeing as he's got... Oh, do we not get that in the court record? So, may as well investigate this while we're here. Ah, look here, Miss Suzuto. Oh yes, the wood's cracked and broken a little. Suppose because it fell from such a height. Yes, from the height at which the balloon was flying down into the crystal tower below. Full of about 30 feet, or 9 meters. Leaving the man inside tragically dead. Alright. Is that the only significant bit? Okay. Just wondering if that was something new then. I saw it flashed, I was like, wait, what? Okay. But, we were looking at the picture there, weren't we? Because I want to... Do we have any more details on other people? Because the thing I'm trying to focus on here is that they're very much signified... Where's the business card? Oh yeah, the business card was taken, wasn't it? It had the plus and the minus on it. I'm just wondering if we can see a plus and a minus anywhere else. On any of these people. And Nothing significant, because we saw the plus on the picture we just saw. I'm just wondering if we could find out where the minus is. What? Oh, no, nothing. I was just surprised that you shared that with us. We all need the man's testimony in court tomorrow, which means we have to do everything we possibly can to track him down in the short time available. So why wouldn't I show you the photograph? What is it about Lord Van Zieks? Sometimes I just can't work him out at all. The photograph of Trevor has been entered into the court record. Hello. Ah, the file I requested from the trial tomorrow. Thank you. Are you alright? Who is this man, Mr. Naruhodo? Lord Van Zieks' apprentice, apparently. So I'm not the only one. Suzuto-san can see it too. Yeah. Again, they're highlighting it. Why? It intrigues me. Lord Van Zieks, may we speak with your apprentice for a moment? With him? Why? Kazuma-sama. Oh. Oh. Straight out with it. Kazuma. Don't believe it. Your posture, your presence. It can only be. It's you, isn't it, Kazuma-sama? Felt something strange the very first time I encountered this cloaked figure. As if I knew him somehow. Can it really be you, Kazuma? Wait! Too late. What's going on here? Well, I'm actually going to use that as a place to end this part here. And in the next part, we'll speak to Van Zieks here about his apprentice. Indeed. Ta-da for now.